Hello, chat. Let me go ahead and lower this for a moment. I'm hoping the fan in the background is not being too particularly intrusive. I hope. I don't know what the playback sounds like. I know a PNG. Okay, so here's the thing about the VTuber model right now. I'm not exactly digging like what I have for tracking on it right now. A bunch of that has to do with the fact with the tracking on my phone isn't very good. Like obviously you want to use like more of like an iPhone, right? Like VTube Studio is optimized like for an iPhone, right? I don't like that very much. The eye tracking and the mouth tracking on the model, like with my current phone that I have, which is a really good phone by the way, is just not very good. So I'll see what I can do about that. But for now, I'll stick to the gremlin. I waited for this gremlin for a while, but I'll stick with the gremlin for now. The iToilet, yeah, I know. I have never purchased an Apple product in my life. People just tell me to buy a used iPhone, which honestly sounds like a good alternative. I'll probably just do that. Hello, Mexican Spider. Yes, babe, I know you're losing your mind. From the line art that you're doing. I know. Anyhow, he cries an iPhone user. Yeah, no, I've never bought an Apple product in my life. Yes, Nora is enjoying cat bitey spam. Of course you are. Oh, let me turn on live chat real quick. There we go. Now I can see everything. I didn't see like half of what the chat was saying. Wow, Dead in the Shed member for 13 months. Congrats, dude, for getting over a year of being on board with this channel. The fact that somebody would do that is just crazy to me. Well, I know there's like 3 of you. Hi, Meadow. How are you? It's not the art. I'm currently trying to explain basic maths to a teenager, and as an adult, I'm crying. Oh, we don't like math here. Math sucks. We don't like math. Okay, before I read the rest of the chat right now, I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and explain something to everybody. By the way, this doesn't apply to anybody that is currently in the chat. It doesn't. I have to tell you all, like, again, I'm not the internet police. I'm not. I have about a dozen people approaching me in Twitter DMs every month, asking, like, writing to me like an entire life story, not really a life story, like a really big essay about like something that they would like for me to deal with, right? A lot of them start with like, hey, I saw your Camilla video, I like the way that you handle that. If you could, you know, handle XYZ thing, like, and I was given like another one today, and I'm like, I've just started to straight up pass it to you. I mean, I guess I don't know. What was I saying again? Oh yeah. I've just started to straight up say to people like immediately, I'm not the internet police. Like that's just my response. I'm sorry guys. I have a job. This isn't me like downplaying bad things that are happening to other people, but I have a job that I work plenty of overtime on. I have a channel that I'm just now getting back around to actually, like, you know, uploading stuff on. I noticed that, like, after a month, like, hey, like, you know, they're short videos, but they're fun videos that I liked making, right? I just don't, like, I have one thing, like, one smaller thing that I'm helping somebody out with, but one at a time. That's all I can handle is just like one at a time, right? I can't juggle like 12 things at once, like especially if they're like you're approached with like 12 predator situations, right? And you can only choose one, and like some people will think that like you're a bad person because you told somebody that like you couldn't help them with like a predator thing. Like that, you know, like you don't care about like what's happening to them. I don't. Sorry, like I'm not a super individual. I just can't do that. Sorry. All aboard the toxic. No, I mean, I'm not really gossiping about other people. Like, this is just me telling you, like, no, I mean, this is pretty normal for people who have made videos like that I have in the past. People, I mean, the only good thing, okay, the main good thing I can say about any of that is that it lets me know, like, from an outside perspective of people who, like, have never, like, watched, you know, the general circle here, like, you know, Lio, me, and others. People from the outside, like, find videos like my Camilla video, and they're like, wow, this person did, like, a fantastic job, like, comprehensively breaking this thing down. Maybe they can do this on something else. That makes me feel happy, at bare minimum. The demand the demand for me to do other things, no, but it is a positive thing, though, on that front, which is why I'm not like super upsetty spaghetti about it, right? Let's see here. Sarah's just one person. She can't do a million things at once. Yeah, no, nobody here can, like, hate, you know, like, hey, you're in the chat, like, you can't do everything at once. Like, we both fucking work overtime. We're tired. We're tired adults. Like, we try our best. And even, you know, here's the thing, like, even when we do have time to do stuff, like, even then, like, there are options, right? Like, I get home from work, and I either will, like, you know, make a video, or I'll go and paint some models. You know, I don't have very many models to paint because I paint, like, most of my stuff, right? Or I go play a game of 40K, like I've been playing a bunch of 10th edition recently. I've been enjoying it. Not a particularly balanced edition so far, but I've been enjoying it. But yeah, no, it's like I come home and I'm like, I mean, doesn't mean I'm going to make a video, like, on my time off. I'm probably going to do something else. Oh, hey, did you know that Omnia made a little video painting you and Lio as people who defending Kai? Who? Who and who? Who the fuck is Omnia and Kai? I just wanted to know you're doing good. Who are those people? I don't know who those people are. They painted me. Little video painting you and Lio as people who defending Kai. I don't... What? Peaches from the... Oh! Peaches from... People from the Peaches dog file. Okay, okay. Now it's ringing a bell. You see, it's hard... Like, it's really hard to remember people like that because those people are just garbage. They're worthless. I tend to not remember people like that. Y'all don't tell her about Omni and Kai. Let her live in peace now. Go bully Dorito. He stole my lunch money. I bully Dorito every night. Every morning. Well, maybe not every morning. I'm busy at work. You know, it's hard to respond to him, right? I don't know. I try. But anyways. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, thanks, Cody. I don't... I mean, I think that's funny. I mean, there are people who, on the occasion, like, make, like, they're still salty over the Hell of a Boss videos. I mean, oh well. Oh well. Anyhow, have you heard of Lio's upcoming video on this Klonoa fan person? All right, I'm going to be real with you guys. I have not spoken to Lio very much lately. I don't know. I just haven't, like... I mean, he's handling his own thing. Like, I've just been working and doing stuff off to the side. I don't know. I mean, he pops into chat from time to time. Lio, if you're in the chat, you know, go right ahead and say if you're in the chat. Too busy? Yeah, no, we're all just busy. I don't talk to him as much as I have. You know, especially with me, like, just kind of like managing my own, like, Discord server and other things. I don't know, old man, if you're in the chat. I mean, call me gay or something if you're in the chat. I'm the real God. Wait. Grenade eggs. Yeah, absolutely grenade eggs. Props to you, Nora, for once again for finishing Banjo-Tooie. Congrats. It's a good game. That's understandable. Yeah, no, dude, we're all fucking busy. All busy. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to ask, oh, yeah, no, I'm probably just going to forget about that immediately, Cody. Like, if it's from those people, like, I'm just gonna be like, oh well, oh look, I got a shift at like 6 in the morning. Oh well, I guess I'll just forget about that. Everyone's busy. Yeah, everyone's pretty busy. Everyone's pretty busy now. Don't bully. Oh, babe, that's just not how that works. Every night is bully night. Come on. Every night's gonna be like that. Busy, same. I'm always working. Yeah, no, I'm still working almost every day. Almost. I mean, I had like on 4th of July, guys, I got like that 14 hours of holiday pay. Okay. The 14 hours of holiday pay was pretty good. My sanity is not, and how my arms feel afterwards, they don't feel the best. But it was pretty good. It's pretty good. A new Hell of a Boss episode came out. Cool. I don't care. At least for now. I just do not care. I don't care for it. For now. Sarah, stop doing that to yourself. Nah. I have to keep working. I want to get I need to get my car paid off, okay? I don't have very much to pay off, but I'm gonna get it paid off as quickly as I can, even if it means I'm working almost every day. Okay. Jeesh. Hello, guess what? I'm really gonna make my own website from scratch. Oh, that's always cool. Week Ben. Been playing some 40k off to the side. I think like a painted A model or two. Put out that funny video about the 40k cheater who threw the dice in the toilet. Did you guys like that? That was funny. Bestie, yes, hello, Crystal, bestie. Episode is the best written episode of the series. Changed my mind. Speaking of car, I can drive now. Oh, cool. Driving is great, especially just driving on your own, and you got a car with the the Bluetooth and everything. It's pretty great. Feels pretty great. Oh, cool. Ice cream, gumball eyes. Yes, I have ice cream gumball eyes. There is no irises. It's just gumball eyes. No way is that the real no way is that the real Crystal Flame. Also, Crystal, your Twitter posts die, please. Oh, jeez. No way, it's the real British. That 40k player mistook his dice for ukulele. Wow. Wow. True, though. True. Very much true. Smiley face. Is that what we're going to do again? We're going to do smiley face? I love smiley faces, It's so much fun. Right, chat? They're so much fun. Oh yeah, no, and by the way, there was no further updates for the was it the dice in the toilet story. I mean, that was basically it. The guy was like, he was DQ'd from that tournament, right? But I don't think he was banned. I was in the UK. He was not, I don't believe he was blacklisted. Maybe, I think it was probably because it was so funny with like what he gave people with the dice in the toilet. I don't know. Maybe that's why he wasn't blacklisted for cheating. I don't know. Part of the corn cult? Oh, yeah. Is that the real Crystal Flame? Bestie, when we're streaming together to watch the whole of Glitch Tale. How about you die? Bestie, this is something that we can do. I've been wanting to do this thing for a while, right? Where we... I want to get... this is gonna be a weird one. So with Telltale, right? Telltale had like delisted games, and I wanted to do like a play so you don't have to sort of thing, right? Like kind of like the Goodbye Volcano High video. I want to do a Minecraft story mode style video for that, because the games are like the season 1 to 2 of those like is so weird and cringy, but like it would make for a perfect so you don't have to video, right? The thing about it is that I have it for like Xbox, right? But I want to actually get the Switch version, because the Switch version for that game in particular, right, is very much sought after, right? So Minecraft Story Mode is a delisted game. Like we're starting to see this happen to like a bunch of games now. Like it's not just like the meme games, right, that people like want to play from time to time. It's a lot of games that are just being lost to time, because the publishers can just delist them from stores. Like they won't be sold anymore via like digital distribution, and sometimes those games don't have physical distribution. They were only on that digital storefront, and they just don't exist, like, once they're taken down, right? So in Minecraft Story Mode's case, it does exist on physical media, but only on the Switch. Like, there was physical media for, like, on the Xbox, right, and the PS4 or whatever, but those were, like, download, right? Like, you know, requires internet, not necessarily requires internet connection, but, like, their download. But on the Switch, though, like, all of, like, the episodes and whatnot are on the cartridge itself. Like, you don't have to download anything. They're just on the cartridge, right? Everything is there complete. Why, Chris, watching the whole Glitch Tale at this point? Yeah, no. Let's go get McDonald's, but that's subjective. Steven, babe, you've never heard of Minecraft Story Mode? Okay, so Telltale was given like the license to do Minecraft Story Mode, right? Like the whole like choose your adventure game. If you ever like watch stuff like The Walking Dead, babe, I don't know if you've seen like stuff like that from Telltale. So they did that formula, like, you know, where you pick dialogue options between like 4 different options, and you have like big story decisions, like, you know, in every episode that affects the story in quotations, but let's be honest, most of it really doesn't. They did that with Minecraft. Like, they made like their own characters and like everything. Yeah, it wasn't really that great. It was very like cringeworthy. It was cringeworthy, like or just bad in general. But it was still like kind of interesting at the same time, because there was cool stuff that they put in their like little story mode game. It's just like their execution was just really bad. My favorite part of that series is when it ended. Yeah. When it comes to game delisting, you see a lot of great stuff get taken down. This is why physical media remains superior. Exactly. I've been seeing a bunch more videos from people now of talking like about physical media just in general, like how people like didn't understand. Like, let's reverse back like maybe 15 years ago, like at the beginning of like digital distribution stores, like on the 360 and whatnot. People didn't understand like how much power they had with buying, you know, physical discs that you can just pop in your system and then it reads the disc. Like, there's like no really like downloading. There might be patches, you know, that were introduced to that point, right? But you had the disc. Like, you could play at least like version 1 or whatever came on the disc, right? Yeah, people didn't realize that. Yeah, you have the game. Like, they can't you know, take that disc away from you, like how they can rip games from a storefront digitally, right? Good for him. Big boy YouTuber. Oh, Dan. Yeah, no, I don't watch Dan. Telltale in a nutshell: choose your own adventure. Just kidding. We scripted this shit and we're dragging you along regardless of what you do. Yeah, again, there's certain things like that Telltale has done with the choose your own adventure thing, like where things like do change. There is some. I'm not going to say that they've never done anything right. They have. It's just for the most part they haven't, right? And even in certain games, like beloved titles, like you know, again, like the Walking Dead, like season 1 in particular, like, you know, Lee. I don't care for spoilers. The game is old. Lee still dies, right? Like at the end, regardless of what you do, but like the experience that you have in the middle of like everything with the choices that you do make, like does feel different with a bunch of the stuff that you can do, right? Your choices don't matter in the... Yeah, no, the choices don't really, quote, matter in the end. Like, they do carry over sort of to the second season. Like, I mean, Nora, you're right, but the experiences that you do have, like, while playing through it, right? Like, they feel good, if you get what I mean. Like, it's not perfect, right? But it's good. Right, but when you do stuff like let's say, like, I'll talk about like another Telltale game, like I'm going to bring up Minecraft Story Mode again. There's so many things that that you do in Minecraft story mode, like, even like with the actual like hard decisions, like when it comes to like characters and stuff, they really just they really you thought the decisions in Walking Dead don't matter. Like you thought the illusion of choice in The Walking Dead wasn't, was apparent. Oh, like in a bunch of their later titles, like where their developers were on like terrible crunch time, the illusion of choice is just really bad. Yeah, Telltale topped God Howard with the illusion of choice. Yeah, no, Telltale just became objectively worse when it came to the illusion of choice than like Bethesda did. Again, they weren't, they weren't always perfect or whatever. Like, again, like we all love The Walking Dead, but like we can't deny that that thing happened in there. Walking Dead season 3. Oh God, we don't talk about that. I know some people like it. Some people like the season 3 one. I didn't. And to be honest, I actually just didn't play past season 3. I didn't. No, I'm not talking about like the series, the TV series. I'm talking about the Telltale games. The choose your own adventure games, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't just watch MLP Hybrid. The season 3 one. Yeah, because you don't play as Lee or Clementine in that one. I'm already forgetting his name. Like I just didn't care about him. Nobody really cared about these characters at all. The Walking Dead has a game that, babe, the Walking Dead game was huge. Everybody loved the Telltale game. You never seen anything about it? That was huge. Best Telltale game is Wolf Among Us. You know what? I actually never did anything with Wolf Among Us. I never actually touched it, which I've been wanting to. There's a bunch of stuff I've been wanting to. I mostly watched Undertale gameplay. Jesus Christ. Talking about this time, try to pay attention next time. Absolutely nothing about Walking Dead. No, that's fine. Like, you don't have to know anything about The Walking Dead to watch anything about it. Like this isn't like super fucking lore. It's just The Walking Dead. The game since forever. Every time a sneaky walker shows up out of nowhere, take a shot. I do think Wolf Among Us has an interesting premise to it. I completely forgot it existed. Yeah, no, I forgot it existed. Like, there's so many games across time that I just forgot existed. Like, oh yeah, no, that was a good game. No one has a game yet because it was super popular. Like, it was as popular as Undertale for a time. It didn't last as long, but it was pretty damn popular. Because it had a lasting impression on people. Popular when it came out. Like, to this day, it's still widely talked about. I don't know about that one. No, I said for a time, hate. For a time, it was as popular. Because it was pretty damn popular. For a time, okay? But it didn't linger on, of course. Why are you uncultured? If I didn't have a gay fandom, I didn't know it existed. I mean, The Walking Dead has a fandom, but, like, that's more of like the TV series. Never more popular than Undertale. I mean, I meant as, like, I guess, like, for a time, right? But no, I mean, yeah, I mean, I know The Walking Dead has a fandom, but it's like this fringe group of people that held on to The Walking Dead for God knows how long. Like, the TV series, was it like the TV series finally ended, right? Who does watch that show anyway? Like, here's the thing, like, when The Walking Dead came out, the TV series, we're not talking about the games anymore, the TV series, like, everybody was hooked on that shit, right? Like, season 1 was great. It was solid. It had me hooked. Even though Negan saved the series. I don't know about that one. They relied on, like, Negan, just the character Negan, to keep the fan base holding on, right, to the show. But by that point, like, when the dude shows up, like, I don't know, the show just doesn't have that same appeal as when it did when it came out. The show's, like, storytelling, like, completely, like, became something else. right? Like where ugh, God, I don't even know how to begin. Like I don't want to get into that topic. That I would be sitting here for like 30 minutes. By the way, I never even like went past season like 3 or 4, or was it? Like I kind of got just sick and tired of the whole. I don't want to call it the boomerang storytelling, as some people refer it to. I know there's been like some videos where people bring that up. I would just more or less call it like the pacing of the show. Like absolutely killed my investment when Carl died. Yeah, no, my patience was dried up before even that happened. Yeah, it just. Yeah, no, I was done a little bit before then. Yeah, that's fair. I tried to watch the Walking Dead TV series sometime in high school. At the time, it was way too intense for me. Yeah, no, dude, season one went hard. Season 1, like, I mean, it was only like 5 or 6 episodes, right? It really wasn't that long. But in those like 5 or 6 episodes, however long it lasted, that season 1 went hard. And then season 2 happened, but I was, honestly, I'm willing to forgive season 2, right? Because season 3 also, like, went hard. Like, the whole, like, you know, the whole, like, Rick talking to, like, you know, he's talking to somebody on the phone, but the person on the phone doesn't actually exist. He's just going mad. Because, like, the environment is really starting to get to him, as it would get to a lot of people, right? The actor for Carl moved closer to the set, and the directors didn't tell him what they were planning to do with his character. They kind of did the poor kid dirty. Did that happen? Was that what happened? Yeah, his wife died. Yeah, that thing too. Yeah, no, like that sort of thing. Like season 1 and 3 went pretty fucking hard. It's just like everything after that. Like I like a bunch of stuff in season 4. But by the time you hit season 5 and beyond, like your patience, like my patience with the way that the episodes were structured, where they were like splitting episodes into like covering different characters. I just could not remain interested. Like, not to say that like literally everything was bad. That wouldn't be true. But I did not like it. I didn't like it. As I would not survive zombies. I'm gone at day 3. Dorito is a skill issue. Yeah, no. If you want to talk about the TV series, like, oh no, go right ahead and watch it. Just like when you get beyond season 3, it's just yeah, it's a hard discussion there. But if we want to talk about the games, you know, going back to the games, seasons 1 and 2, you know, you know, just really good. 3, we don't talk about. Everything after that, like, was it like 4? Did it go up to 5? I have no idea. I know there was like the final season. I don't know anything about that. I never touched it. I might touch it at some point though. Undead people, my scared ass. No, I'm dead. Goodbye, everyone. I mean, unless you it depends on the kind of undead we're talking about here. I mean, if they're Walking Dead zombies, you'll be fine. Because let's be honest, guys, like Walking Dead zombies, they're so slow. They're so slow. They don't, like, reasonably, if everybody is like armed with even like melee weapons, like they're really not that much of a threat. Like, I know like a lot of the times like they're in groups, right? Like in The Walking Dead, like they're in huge like swarms, you know, I guess at that point, you know, like they're a threat. But like on an individual level, like The Walking Dead walkers are really not that much of a threat. Your threat is other people. And that's another problem I have with the TV series, is the threat is like the zombies are just kind of like an afterthought. It's just from other people. Undead people, I'm deadly afraid of everything that have a heart attack. Just use a flamethrower. I wouldn't use a flamethrower against zombies. It's literally just a melee weapon to the head. Literally just that. Like they're just walking to you. Now if you want to talk about like running zombies though, like if you want to talk about like, I don't know, like the Dawn of the Dead remake or actually no, I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that as an example. One of my favorite, like, I don't know, quote zombie, I don't even know if I want to call it a zombie movie. Was it 27? I'm already forgetting the title of the film. And it was a film I was very fond of. 24 weeks, was it 24 days later? 25 days later? I don't remember. 27 days. I'm an idiot. Oh my God. It's been a while since I watched it. It just crossed my mind. Yeah, no, 27 days later if we're talking about like 28 days? Yeah, 28 days. Okay, cool. I'm an idiot. If we're talking about 28 days later, like rage virus zombies, like, oh no, you're screwed. Like, those things, like, run ridiculously fast. Like, those things are, like, adrenaline pumped. Yeah, no, you're probably screwed. I Am Legend? Well, I Am Legend, they're not really zombies. They're, like... Well, the book was, like, vampires. Sorta. I'll be back in a moment. Can you guys give me, like, about 3 or 4 minutes? I'm gonna be right back real quick. I'll continue this discussion when I come back. Okay, I'm back. Don't worry, guys. Let's see, not only fast response. Okay, yeah, no, where are we? Oh yeah, okay, we were talking about those films. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, you brought up I Am Legend. Oh no, I Am Legend is even like worse though, because like I Am Legend, like those things are like smart. I'm more or less referring to book though. But no, if you're talking about like 24 or 28 days later and 28 weeks later, oh no, you're screwed. Although those things aren't really zombies, though. They wouldn't classify as those. They're more of, like, super rabies people. By the way, that's another reason why I like, at least days. Weeks is not... Weeks is a pretty weak movie. Yes, hello. Yeah, no, I'm back. Yes, hello. Hello. Looks like I killed, like, most of the viewers by going BRB. The chat isn't updated on stream. Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, it takes a moment. It takes a moment to do that. Like, whenever, like, I switch between scenes on OBS. Yeah, no, it seems to be working now. Let me... Oh, God. Let's see here. Yeah, no, another reason why I don't want to do the VTube Studio, like, it makes the room hotter with the model on. Yeah, it just sucks here in the summer. Not as bad as, like, going, like, way down south, but ugh, no. But the zombies are vegan. Yeah, sorta, I guess. I mean, like, okay, babe, let me, I guess I'll just describe to anybody who hasn't seen, like, 28 Days Later. So the quote zombie virus is more of like an advanced form of rabies that started in other animals, which honestly is pretty plausible. If you want to talk about, like, rabies on its own, most people just hear about rabies, but they don't know what it actually is. Actually. Darker Remorse will always be worse. Clickers might be close. Yeah. But, like, rabies is just something that, when it enters your body, like, and you're infected with it, like, it's basically 100% fatal. Like, if you get, like, actually infected with rabies, you're gonna die if you don't have the vaccine. Because what rabies does to you is that it enters your, basically enters your nervous system, like, to your brain, and it just basically hijacks your brain and starts to slowly shut it down. Yeah, no, rabies is, like, no joke. Now, most people, you know, in like, I don't know, like, let's say here, like, in the US, like, we don't really think about that sort of thing, but in other countries, like, let's say, like, India, like, rabies is still, like, a significant problem with people who have not received the rabies vaccine. Seeing while working to say, Sarah, you're gay, Lou. You're gay for working evenings, bitch. But anyways, yeah, no, rabies is no joke. Like, it's actually a really big problem. Yeah, don't mess with that. But anyways, as it translates in the film, though, in 28 Days Later, you know, with a quote, lol, bye-bye. When you're talking about the film 28 Days Later, so it's like, it is a virus, and they call it, like, you know, the quote rage. They call it the quote rage virus, I guess, and it came from, like, a deranged primate, right? And it basically, like, turns your body into, like, adrenaline, like, overdrive, like blood gushing out your mouth to infect other people, like, rapidly. That sort of, like, the rage virus basically the rage virus basically, like, infects you from people, like, just attacking you, like, outright, not even biting, it's just attacking you so viciously. Which is, you know, kind of what made 28 Days Later, like the scenario, a little bit more terrifying than, like, you know, the traditional, like, zombies bite you scenario, right? The rage, yeah, 2 cat bites minimum. And then 28 Weeks Later was kind of dumb. I mean, there was cool things about it, like the score. I mean, come on. The 28 Weeks Later score, like, mid-film, but the score was, like, 10 out of 10. Like, the intro, come on, the intro to 28 Weeks Later is terrifying. Even though a little bit of it is kind of stupid. But those bitches can't do shit because they're all decomposing. Well, no, that's another thing I like about 28, the 28 Days Later scenario. So, because, like, the rage virus, like, is, like, pumping your, like, body, like, into overdrive, like, 24/7, you basically die within, like, 3 weeks. Like, you know, you turn very quickly. Like, you literally turn, like, in a matter of, like, what, 10 or 15 seconds? But since your body is basically an aneurysm overdrive, literally, yeah, the body just eventually starves to death. Meanwhile, in a lot of other, like, quote, zombie scenarios, like the zombies will just be there for, like, basically ever until, like, they fully decompose. Like, what was it? Like, how long does it take for a human body to decompose? Like, nine months? Maybe I should watch 28 Days Later. I mean, 28 Days Later, it's a good movie. It's a scary movie. There's some really cool, like, horror aspects of Days Later. I would recommend watching it. Maybe not the sequel, unless you, like, care to watch the sequel, but yeah, if the virus is keeping the bodies animate yet they decompose in some cases, yeah, they're mostly just bone and some meat at, like, yeah, when you get to that point. But with 28 Days Later, though, like, when you starve to death, like, literally you will just die. There's none of the decomposing, like, cheating that goes on. Like, you just die, like, normally, which is another reason why I like that scenario. That's why in The Walking Dead they kept on heading north so bodies decompose slower. Yeah, I hate that. A lot of people didn't catch that. Like, it's like, you know, why are we just moving up north? Oh, because probably back down south where they started at the beginning of the TV series, they're probably all mush by now. Yeah. Yeah, and like, oh, why is the story moving at a snail's pace compared to what it was at the beginning? You know, gets the mind running. What point does it go from zombie to Sans Undertale? Yeah. I feel like 28 Days Later is better than the World War Z movie. Oh, duh. No, I hate... World War Z is terrible. I hate World War Z. Florida, they melted 3 months in or lower. You pretty much. Like, the temperature increase for body decomposition, yeah, no. Way faster. Yeah, no, 28 Days Later, go watch it. It's a low-budget film. But go watch it. A zombie movie, but they're all skeletons. Please, that would be so funny. There's probably something like that. The book version of World War Z is actually super good, but the movie Kill It With Fire. Yeah, no, so I heard. Like, I remember, like, the author. I think the author of, like, World War Z was like, at conventions and whatnot. And he was like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, that's why the necromorphs are so scary. The marker just reconstitutes the animated flesh to make the thralls built specifically to kill, because it needs more bodies for building blocks. Also go crazy. Yeah. Need a bunch of bones running after people. Oh, not the skeletons are gonna get... Yeah, the bone bros are gonna come get you. What scary movies should we subject to Dorito to? Scary movie is, like, actually, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to say scary movies, like horror movies. I like The Ring, not like the crappy remakes or anything, but like I like The Ring. I like Ring. Cats. Yeah, Cats is definitely like a very scary movie. Yeah, no, watch The Ring. I like that one. I want off Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. Wild Ride. I like Scream. I like Scream too. I know it's very basic. I like Scream though. The Thing. Hellraiser. Howdy. Yes, hello. Hello, hello. How are you tonight? How are you doing? I don't even watch horror movies. I mean, most horror movies are absolute, like, they're either, like, absolutely mediocre, like, just not worth watching, or it's just the same shit, like, over and over and over and over and over and over again. Shining, you know, like, go watch The Shining, like, the original The Shining. I know a lot of people didn't like that movie when it came out, but I like The Shining. You know, the Here's Johnny film, it's that one. I like The Shining. Aliens, yeah. Is Doritos autobiography? If it's not animated, I'm not going to watch. Seriously? You're going to be one of those people? I am not watching The Shining. Why? The Fly was the first horror movie I actually sat through till the end. I plan on watching more horror movies in the future. Just got to space it out because I get stressed out very easily. Why don't you want to watch it? Uncultured fuck. I don't know. I mean, name out some horror movies you like, eBay. Go right ahead. Or making you watch The Shining. Like, what? What about OG Saw? That one was good. Yeah, no, I like OG Saw. OG Saw, I recommend OG Saw. Everything after that, no. Because no. Like, we don't talk about the other Saw films where it literally becomes like you only watch the other Saw films to see what creative traps they come up with, which honestly sounds very masochistic. I would say masochistic, I don't know, what's the word? Just kind of weird. That people just ended up watching those films, like they didn't care about the story. 2 was okay. John Kramer was so fucking inconsistent, but I do like Tobin Bell's performance. I mean, yeah, live action movies don't really interest me that much. Babe, that's like most of film. What? Yeah, no, it basically becomes like, you know, torture material. Like that's all it becomes, which is, it's just kind of weird. Well, let me get the names. I mean, yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, no, watch the first Saw film. It's a good, like, for what it is, right? Like, for what they were able to do with Saw's budget and like everything. Like, I know like a lot of the film was only filmed like in one room. They did pretty good. Saw 1, good film. Cabin in the Woods. I don't think I've seen Cabin in the Woods. Dorito can't handle horror movies. I refused to watch The Shining because I watched a bit when I was little and it freaked me out. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what The Shining did to a bunch of people. I mean, to people who, like, it was met initially with, like, a bunch of, like, negative reception because people didn't like the portrayal, like, you know, from the novel. And people didn't like the acting, but it's grown on people since then. Much different from when it first came out. Jaws. I like the first Jaws movie. I do. Do I have one simple question? Would you die? I die for Raycons. Yeah, I'd die for Raycons. Candyman. Come on, babe, you gotta watch it. I can't call Finding Nemo a horror film anymore. People label me as ableist. I mean, there's certain parts, I'm not gonna lie, like, there's certain parts of Finding Nemo that are, like, kind of scary as fuck. Like, imagine if, like, you're, like, a tiny fish, like, you know, like, tiny fish, like, were, like, intelligent, right? And, like, all of a sudden, like, your child was, like, abducted by this, like, massive, you know, entity that you've, like, never seen before, right? Oh, God, no, that's actually terrifying. And then, like, the scene with the anglerfish, that was pretty scary. I remember those visuals pretty well. Yeah, no, that was kind of scary, honestly. The barracuda scene fucking scared me as a kid. Some legit unsettling moments in Adventure Time. Yeah, there was Bruce from Finding Nemo haunted me as a child. Yeah, no, Bruce is, like, okay, the actor playing Bruce and, like, the visuals that they gave Bruce, like, that went hard. Like fuck the people who don't like 3D animation. Like, you gotta be full of expressions, and they did very well. Like, you know, the whole, like, black eye thing and the teeth, like, they did very well with Bruce. Don't let me say him. Hold on. Didn't let me say him. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yeah, no, legit unsettling moments in Adventure Time. Yeah, there was a lot there. There was a lot of, I mean, for me, it wasn't necessarily unsettling. For me, it was just kind of weird that I just didn't understand it, right? A lot of people who watch Adventure Time, like, in its prime, most people had no idea what the fuck is going on. A lot of people had, like, problems, like, you know, because, you know, besides the adults, like, all of the kids watching it, which was honestly most of us at the time, I didn't understand, like, the setting that well. Yeah. Final Destination, a lot of it was sad for me. Yeah, a lot of Adventure Time is pretty sad. A lot of it is pretty sad. Slender Man movie, we don't talk about that. It was existential scary. It was a bit jarring, philosophical later on in the show, and its characters grew up. Now, for my actual good movie taste, for Saw, The Shining movie, The Thing, Monster House. Monster House. That's funny. Yeah, Monster House goes hard, guys. Come on. I was a little baby when I watched Adventure Time, and it ruined the show for me. What? Oh, yeah. No, watching it as like a little kid, I wouldn't watch Adventure Time as a little kid. Wouldn't watch like shows like that, a regular show. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Looking Monster House scared you, dude. Monster House is more of an entertaining. Well, I wouldn't say entertaining. Entertaining and sad at the same time. I don't know. Maybe it's because like the visuals to Monster House like are like the style is very like is goofy in a way to me, to where I wouldn't find anything about it horrific, but everything else about the film like is fine to me. I remember the two-parter that introduced the Lich and Adventure Time scared me. Okay, when I was a kid, like in the Lich like the first episodes, like showing like the Lich and like what was it, like Finn's like, you know, hero like turning out like was actually just the Lich the whole time, like the Lich kind of killed his hero or whatever. That was unsettling. I will say that was unsettling. Like the visual, like when, you know, like the whole screen would like go black, right? Oh God. Yeah, and just it's just the sound. Like it's what they're able to do with the sound, right? Yeah. Grow up with Soviet animation? No, I never saw much of Soviet animation, sorry. I've seen a lot of good stuff though from it like recently. People have started to talk about it more, which is good. Coraline? Coraline's good. Yeah, Coraline is good. 9, the SpongeBob close-up scared me. Lich fall, meanwhile TV static in the background. Any scene where the old man's wife gets buried in wet concrete from Monster House. Oh God, yeah. Scared of the Flapjack hat. I don't remember too much from Flapjack other than being like a weirder show than Chowder. I thought Flapjack was like a way weirder show. There was a lot of weird shows at that time. Like you had Flapjack and Chowder, and then you had like Adventure Time like rearing its head after that, you know? Let's see, have you ever watched the movie 9? No, I don't think I have. Courage, Invader Zim, Flapjack shaped my childhood. Like I watched I wouldn't say everything, but I watched most stuff. Yeah, no, I watched most stuff. Courage will never be outdated. It's that good. Candy Wife, yeah, Candy Wife from Flapjack. Well, I need to scroll back up real quick. Hold on a sec. My chat is okay. Yeah, Invader Zim. Yeah, Invader Zim was very weird. I know people bring up the Oregon episode, but like if you're talking about like Invader Zim as a whole, it was such a weird but yet entertaining show. Very weird show. The Flapjack, yeah, I mean, I wasn't much of a Flapjack fan. I'm still technically not. I like Flapjack, but I don't like it as much as Chowder. Like Chowder is one of my favorite shows ever. I love Chowder, and I don't ever want them to touch it. Like I don't ever want them to like say like, oh, we're bringing it back, you know, for another season or whatever. No, just leave it alone. I don't like the fact that they're doing that to a bunch of shows, like what they did to Clone High recently. Like just leave it alone. Some shows just need to be left alone. Like they're better just kept the way that they are. Chowder! Yeah, I know, yeah. Candy Wife, yeah. Candy Wife. Someone said Curly Coward's the Dog. That was one of my favorite shows as a kid. And it still is. Like, it's, like, okay, here's the thing. When people bring up the whole thing, like, with a lot of shows and movies now, like, they give the excuse, like, when we don't like it as adults, right? There's like, oh, it's made for kids. No, a truly good show and movie is things that you can easily enjoy as a kid and as an adult. Because here's the thing, like, you might not notice a lot of things, like, when you're watching something as a kid, but as an adult, like, you watch it, you still enjoy it, but you also, like, you start to understand it more. Like, there are things that you see in a show when you watch it as an adult that you didn't feel before when you watched it as a kid, right? That's why OG SpongeBob like just works so well. It's literally a masterpiece. Like the OG SpongeBob movie, like yeah, it was made for dumb kids, but like the writing was so good that it holds up when you watch it as an adult. Same with, you know, stuff like the Lego movie. Like anybody that tells you, like whenever like we criticize a movie that comes out now and people try to say it's for kids, like no, that's not gonna fly, because it should be like made in a way that it's enjoyable for both, like when you're a kid and as an adult. If you watch it as a kid and it's just a dumb kid movie, that's not a good product. It's just not. It's why I tell people I didn't like the Mario movie very much, because the whole experience with the Mario movie was just forgettable for me, and I don't even like the way that the quote critics criticize the movie. I didn't like the movie for other reasons, mainly as somebody who played just about every mainline Mario game and most Mario games that have come out like forever now. I didn't like the. I don't know if I would call it trash. I don't even know if I would. I mean, if you want to call it trash, I mean, that's your opinion. I just didn't like it. Like, it's like the Mario movie is something that I can't go back to in 10 years and think it's good. I can't. Like, it's just, it's just not going to hold up. It's gonna, they're gonna pump out another sequel. Like, they're gonna make another Mario movie because the first one made so much money. It's just like the Sonic movie. Like, it's just not something that I'm gonna remember. And it's not something that I'm gonna go watch back. Watch back. Like, I can go back to the Lego movie or the first SpongeBob movie, and it's gonna be just as good because there's shit in the movie that holds up. The sequel trilogy. Oh God, yeah. It's not a true Zelda movie without the rolling and the. I'm gonna dip. Yeah, see you, Vinkman. If they make a Zelda movie, it's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. Like if Nintendo had like huge success with one IP, with Mario, they're gonna make a Zelda movie. Maybe not other like with their other IP, but there's gonna at least be like a Zelda movie. There's gonna be another Mario movie. We know it's gonna happen. The sequel, I mean, yeah, sometimes you have bad movies that, like, people are always, like, they're memorable for just being bad. Yeah, we're going to remember stuff for being bad, but there's stuff that you're not going to remember because, like, it's just forgettable. I just think the Mario movie is just forgettable. It's too basic, blah. Like, the only thing that's worth, I guess, quote, worth is, all the references, but references don't mean anything. Like, at all. They really don't. It's just eye candy or hearing candy. I would rewatch the Lego movie. I don't remember most of it. You should. It's a good movie. It holds up. I think the Mario Bros. Movie is okay. I love the visuals. I mean, here's another thing that I tell people that I make a lot of people upset eat spaghetti. Nobody in the chat directly I'm referring to, but the visuals were good. Congrats. I didn't know that they were backed by $1 billion company that is able to like afford the time and the effort for animators to put that much time into the film. Like I'm not going to like throw shade at the people who worked on the movie like and the visuals, right? But at this point, when it comes to movie studios backed by $1 billion companies, like the visuals are par for the course. Right? Like you really like there's rarely like maybe like with Spider-Verse, right? Where I'm like, wow, like the the visuals wowed me because it's not, I don't know, like Illumination doesn't impress me. Like Spider-Verse impressed me, but Illumination, like no matter how good their 4K quality visuals get or whatever you want to call it, it just doesn't impress me. Like you have money, congratulations, right? Yeah, let's talk about the stuff that matters, like the writing. Like I'm mainly only going to talk about the visuals on a lot of films if they're made by like a small group of people, not by $1 billion company, right? Again, this is not be throwing shade on. Well, no, Spider-Verse slaps. No, I'm not saying Spider-Verse sucks. By the way, I brought up Spider-Verse because it's a movie like visually that impressed me, right? And the sequel, I haven't seen it. It apparently is more impressive visually. Like they do stuff that actually like impressed me visually speaking. It's probably because I'm just like not watching like just another 3D animated film, like if you get what I mean, right? Across the Spider-Verse for that to be continued shit. This is why Lego stop motion videos are the peak of cinema. Spider-Verse has some flaws. Oh, duh. Yeah. No, that's yeah. No, perfectly fair. I'm just bringing up like in certain examples, But yeah, no. I mean, back to Mario movie. Yeah, visuals like. Congrats, you have money. Cool. Yeah, no. Let's see here. It's not good enough to continuously rewatch the movie, like with the 1986 Transformers movie, the first SpongeBob movie. Like, I mean, yeah, but that tells you though that like it's just a forgettable film. Like you'll watch it once, you know, you might come back to it and you're like, this isn't as good as I thought it would be. Like it's just not very memorable. The only movie we need is no thanks, no, I want that. Not small flaws either. Geesh. Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I still like the film though. You'll make it. Yeah, no, Lego stop motion videos are the peak of cinema. You know, there are still people to this day who do Lego stop motion who impress me with what they're able to do. Just stop motion people in general. I tell people that stop motion is my favorite form of animation, right? The studio that made Chicken Run isn't like a super fantastic film, right? It's not, but it's one of my favorite films from like just a visual perspective because it was stop motion animated, right? I will defend Chicken Run to the hill, like all the way to the hills. I will die on that hill, right? I will defend Chicken Run on that front. The visuals in Chicken Run are just, I don't know, something about the claymation is just so like visually appealing to me. What is a Chicken Run? If you've never watched Chicken Run, I mean, come on. I know a bunch of people don't like it, but I like it. I don't care. To do some more stop motion animations for school makes you cry at the same time. I'm trying to put Chicken Run on my watch list. Again, yeah, no, it's not like fantastic or anything, right? Visually, Chicken Run is fantastic. If you're talking about story-wise, I mean, probably not. But visually, like it's something to definitely watch. Chickens Can Run. What? I mean, have you watched Chicken Run, babe? Have you seen it? Gremlins. I mean, we all watched Gremlins as a kid. We watched Gremlins. Have you ever been chased by a chicken? Horrible. I've been chased by. I was chased by a very angry chicken as like a little kid once. It was very funny. Wish I had a video of it though. I would definitely post it. Yeah, I saw it not too long ago. Yeah, good. I think it's a good film. But can you run? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you can run or not. I've still never seen Gremlins. You've never? Ah, come on. I know people. I mean, screw the second Gremlins movie, but like, first Gremlins movie though. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Buzz. Was it? I can't run. You can bike though. I watch it every year for Christmas. It's been a good while since I've seen Gremlins, but I saw it a million times on TV. I've seen a lot of movies. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of movies either. I will defend Spider-Man Homecoming's quality. People who complain about Tom Holland's character isn't the same as in the comments, but cry harder about. I mean, I won't be like that. You know, I'm not going to be like that sort of guy, sort of gal that, I don't know, maybe, what's an example of that I can bring? Like when it comes to games like Halo Reach, right? And people bitched about how like different, like drastically different the portrayal of the Fall of Reach was compared to what it was in the book, right? I just don't care because it's still well presented. Like Halo at its core is about the video games. Like I don't care about the books and the comics or whatever the hell. Like I don't care. But I mean, I know with Spider-Man, like, I mean, of course, Spider-Man is a comic book character. But even then, like, if you want to talk about the films, like, I wouldn't care if the film is good. If the writing is good, then the film is good, and they don't, like, contradict, like, super, like, big things from, like, the comics, right? Like, really defining things about, like, the character or whatever, the character's history, then it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. At least I don't think it matters. Like, I'm not going to be super offended about it, about that sort of thing, about things that I like, right? If you rename The Dark Knight to Spider-Man and replace Batman with Spider-Man in the script, yes, it's a weak adaptation, but it's a great film. That's my argument. Yeah, Yeah, no, like it could be like not like so much of a great adaptation, but it can be a good movie still. Yeah. No, that's perfectly fair. Like I'm just getting tired of people like, oh, it's not like the book. It's not like the comic. Okay. How does that diminish the quality of the movie? I don't know. Like, come on, what is this argument? It's so dumb. You can't make me watch the movies. I've seen the Steven Universe movies. Oh my god. You need to watch more movies. I need to watch more movies too. You need to watch more movies, babe. Wonderful. Oh, we've been talking about movies for like an hour, haven't we? Wow. Wow. Anyways. I don't know. What else have we got, chat, for like the 9 of you that are still here? Twister's a good movie. Definitely recommend. Haven't seen Twisters. God damn it. Haven't seen Twister. I don't have time to watch movies and I have nowhere to watch. You see, babe, that sounds like a skill issue. Sounds like a major skill issue. No, it's on my list. It's gonna be a while. Like, there's a bunch of movies on my list. I'll watch them eventually. So speaking of which, there was a Chicken Run sequel being in development. I think it was coming out this year or next year. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. No Way Home took with great power comes great responsibility lesson and added nuisance because Peter did act responsibility and with power and still suffer. This made people upset, by the way. So dumb. Wait, added nuance. My bad. I read that as nuisance. Yeah, no. It can be very dumb. It can be very dumb. But yes, I will watch the movie. By the way, I'm drinking Snapple right now, not Fanta. Having a little bit of Fanta earlier at work, but right now I'll have some Snapple. You know, I get these like huge like 24 packs of Snapple for a decent price. Bring that home. It was like what $16 for a 24 pack. It's not that bad. Not that bad. Not Fanta. Who are you? Well, there's Fanta in the kitchen, but I have Snapple with me right now. Okay, I don't want to drink that sort of stuff all the time because, you know, diabetes. You don't want to have too much sugar in your blood. Damn it, it's not a good look. Not a good idea. Don't have too much sugar intake. It's very important, guys. A Lamau, take care of yourselves. Anyhow, let's see. Do I have anything off to the side? Oh, yes. I guess before, hold on a moment. Oh, yeah, before, I don't know, I guess before we cut it off here. I did go to a miniatures, I wish Likos was here. I wish he was still awake. I went to a miniatures tournament last week, and I managed to win again. I'm trying to see if, where's my phone at? I want to, like, show pictures of, like, some of the, let's see here. No, those are emails. Let me see if I can show any pictures on stream of some of the tables, because the tables looked really cool. Hold on a moment, ladies and gents. Let me go ahead and pull them up real quick. Let's see here. My new favorite, I guess, yeah, I'll look at it. Camera? Is it in camera? Yeah, it's in camera. Okay. Let's see if I can upload it and up in Discord so I can show it on stream. I know, like, there's like nobody watching. I have like 8 concurrent viewers right now, but yeah, I'll cut it off here in a moment. Let's see here. Let's post that one. Let's post some nice pictures of the game board. Why the hell not? Let's go ahead and share those in the chat, and then I'll go ahead and share them on screen. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I can post it in there. Why not? And then I can go ahead and save it to my computer, and I will show them on screen, and then I will cut it off here, boys. Let's see here. Let's go to chat. Let's go to... Is it in general? Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right. Let's go ahead and save some of these pictures. I'll just have some nice photos, ladies and gents. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and save that image, and let's go ahead and save that image to downloads. Let's pull it back to... let's pull it back to here. OBS, images. Here we go. Okay, so I have a couple of photos. I don't want to share all of them because it would take way too long. But I'll share some of my favorite shots. So here is playing on a French town board. Where we were playing a World War II miniatures game called Bolt Action. Here was a nice, photo I took. I got screwed in this game, by the way. But my miniatures for my French are very... I like the paint jobs I did on them. Here's a better resolution shot. I was trying to hide my dudes behind the building, right? Because the objective of this game was to hold specific corners of the board to score victory points for the tournament. And horsies, not the French. But hey, my dudes are well painted, okay? Look at my infantry. Look at my infantry behind the building. Are they not well painted? I think they're well painted, okay? But anyways, yeah, no, so that was a cool shot I got behind the buildings here. I liked it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Oh, no, OBS, please stay open. The next one was on the same board. This was on the corner that I deployed on. Let's see here. It's Warlord Games, by the way. Warlord Games. Or if you talk about the infantry was made by War Games Atlantic, but the game is made by Warlord Games. Here's my corner of the map with my artillery guns. Yeah, again, this was spawning in my corner. I have a bunch of dudes behind the church because I have to, I have to go to the other side of the board. Let's keep going. Oh, almost deleted the wrong image there. And then I guess another board, the farm board, where I was playing against filthy Italians. Here we go. Let me go ahead. This was more of a Japanese village kind of board. More of an open field. Quite literally with a tough to cross river in the middle. Oh, it's Bolt Action. Yeah, no, I know people, some of you guys are wanting me to make a video about Bolt Action. I might at some point. I don't play it enough to make a video about it. I really don't play it as much as I would want to. First the French, then the Italian. I'm not playing the Italians, I'm playing my French list, but my opponent, let me zoom in here. Here's my machine gun, and here's one of my artillery guns. Here's an infantry squad in the trees over here. It's over here. And what's funny enough is that the guy who's playing the Italian, he's playing Italian black shirts or whatever. Those models that he's using, I painted. I had an army of Italians for this game that I sold to another person, and then that person sold it to this guy who wanted to get into the game. But he wanted a painted army immediately. So I'm playing against my own army that I painted, basically, which is really funny. That all these years later, I painted it 4 years ago too, and I'm still playing against it at this club. It's really funny. But yeah, anyways, really good game. Really good game. I run Templars, so I mean, yeah, no, I'm playing way more 40k 10th edition. Mentioned Italians, my day is ruined. 82nd Airborne platoon under construction. First the French and the Italians. I mean, I played Black Templars. I didn't play the army, but I played against them on one game. It was really funny because I had the 100 boys stomp a list. It was really funny. Whole thing looks so cool though. Yeah, no, cool. It's a fun time though. The amount of effort that the TO put into making sure all the boards really cool and scenic. Really a lot of effort there. Big props to him, and big props to my internet for not shitting the bed on stream. Wow. Okay, well, I guess before I go, I'll look at what Hate sent me. Fuck this guy. Yeah, that's funny. All right. Anyhow, it was funny. Yes, it was funny. Hate. Anyhow, I will bid my farewell. I guess. A Lamau.